Good evening, colleagues, and welcome to the Project Management Guru series. Today, I'm continuing with my series on how to search for a job effectively. If you recollect on my last lecture, I actually spoke on the evolution of the job opening, what actually happens when there's a job opening in an organization. You recollect I spoke about a three-stage process where the job goes through, or the job opening or the job vacancy goes through a three-stage process before the vacancy is actually filled. You remember there's the stage one where the job vacancy comes up for the very first time, and just a few people know about it in the department or in the organization and the boss, and they speak to their friends and acquaintances and relatives to come in and speak to the boss. Then there's stage two, where still the position is still not filled, but now many more people know it within the organization, and they are still bringing in people to talk to the boss about this job position. And sometimes even the job is floated internally to find out if they could get somebody internally to fill the position. Then stage three is the last stage where the job is given to HR for advertisement and interviews and so on and so forth. So this is the evolution of a job opening within our organization. And as I advised previously, I told you that the best place to actually launch your job campaign is actually the stage one, where the job comes up fresh. But even that, you can even launch your job campaign long before even a job opening comes up. In other words, you don't wait for a job opening to come up within the organization before you launch your campaign. You should do it right now, even when there is no job opening. And that is exactly what I'm going to talk about today. Today, I will talk about how to launch your campaign even when there is no job opening available within the organization. What you have to do at this stage. So I call it stage zero. Before the vacancy comes up, what you are supposed to do. The stage zero is where there's no job opening. Life is going on normal within the organization. Work is going on. People are doing their normal duties and they are getting to know each other. So this is the stage where nothing had come up. Everything is normal in the organization. Everybody is occupying his position. There's no job vacancy. There's no opportunity for jobs. And I call this stage zero, before the job opening comes up. And at this stage, you remember I mentioned people in the know, people with job intelligence. I'm talking of the people, the bosses and the internal staff in the departments, or the boss and staff of prospective companies, or people who are well connected, political party activists, CEOs, industry leaders. These are people in the know. These are people who have job intelligence. And these people should be your target. I label these people in the know, because these are the people who have the job intelligence and they can tell you where to look for jobs, or whether there's an availability of jobs within a particular organization. So our target for a job search is to come into contact with these people in the know, establish relationships with these people in the know. We need to know them and they must also know us. And you must do this immediately. Don't wait until you need a job. Even when you are working, you must know these people in the know. Don't wait around until you are unemployed before making those connections. Connect with these people in the know, because they are the ones who connect you to the right people for a job. And connect with people far and wide, even when there's no job available. Don't wait. Keep connecting with them. And once an opportunity comes up, you'll be the first person to be called. So that is your goal as a job seeker at this stage. At this stage of stage 0, where there's no job vacancy available in the organization, your duty is to just launch a campaign of establishing and building networks or relationships with the people in the know. The people in the know I've mentioned to you are the bosses, the staff of the organization, industry leaders, these days even political party activists, CEOs, directors of companies. These are the people you need to establish a relationship with and maintain the relationship with whilst the job hasn't even come up yet. So how do you achieve this? I want to introduce you to the 4M method, the 4 steps you must follow to establish a relationship and maintain a relationship with the people in the know. The first approach is go out and meet people. Meet people anywhere and everywhere. Meet and be known by as many people as possible. Don't operate only in your social group. Why do you have to meet many people? You don't know who these people are, and you don't know who they know. They are either the people in the know or they know the people in the know. So what you have to do is that you have to go around and meet as many people as possible. There is this saying that goes that whatever you are seeking is actually seeking you. It's just a matter of time for the two of you to just meet. Cast your net as wide as possible and develop the culture of meeting and talking to people anywhere and everywhere. Why do you want to meet them? You want them to know about you. You want to tap into their relationships and their networks. So the purpose of meeting these people, your goal, is to sow seeds of knowledge about you into as many minds as possible. The purpose is also to tap into the connections that they have. You don't know these people that you meet every day. Let it be your lifestyle of meeting people and talking to people. And don't wait until you are looking for a job before you do it. Let it be part of you, even when you have a job. Keep talking to people. Keep meeting people. It's very, very important. Now, there are 3 categories of people that I want you to continue meeting. People you already know. There are people you already know. You already have a network around you. And then you have people around you that you see every day in your daily activities. And then there are people you have heard of, but you haven't met them yet. So there are 3 categories of people I want you to meet. The people you already know, and those around you that you see every day. Maybe you just greet them and say hi to them. And then people you might have heard of in your industry or in your professional circles, but you don't know them very well. These are the 3 groups of people that I want you to meet. So let's look at the first group, group 1, the people you already know. You know people already. You have a network already. Your places, your previous places of work, your professional colleagues, your old schoolmates. These are people you already know. Your friends, your family, your neighbors, your co-workers, your clients, previous clients, professional associations, professional service providers you've worked with, business owners, social media, church members, people you know at places that you frequent, like places where you hang out, like the gym, the coffee shop, the bar, and the tavern. What I want you to do is that I want you to go out and meet these people. But this time you are going to meet them in a different way. Because these people are right under your nose. You have them on your phone, you have them in your social media network, you have them at various places, even in your diary. These people have information and knowledge and contacts that you will never know. So what I want you to do is that you have to start looking out for them and meeting them. And I'll show you what you will do when you meet them. So these are people you already know. The second group of people I want you to meet is the people around you in your everyday life. God puts people around us every day, where they have information that we can use, or we have information they can use. You have no idea who is around you. They may have leads to job opportunities, or they might know the people in the know. The person in front of you or behind you in line at the grocery store or the bus station, the person sitting next to you in the bus or the dentist office, your co-tenants, your doorman, the receptionist, the security man, and the co-workers, places you hang out, the people you hang out with in the local restaurants, the church, funerals, the gym, the local coffee shops. These are people around you in everyday life. Go out and meet these people. That's the second group of people I want you to start meeting. But this time you are going to meet them in a different way. I want you to change your mindset about these people when you meet them. Then the third group of people that I want you to meet is people you don't know very well. You might have heard about them, maybe in your field of interest or in your profession, but you don't know them very well. Maybe you meet them at a function or at a training session, or maybe you even met them in your school. It could be the speaker or the CEO, the CEO of a well-known organization, or it could be a course facilitator or even a lecturer at a training seminar. Go out and meet this third group of people. So you have these three groups of people that I want you to meet, and make it your aim to meet these people. Don't be afraid. Remove the element of fear when you meet them. The fear of people is one of the habits that I want you to break. When the fear of rejection, you might think you are going to be rejected by these people. Don't be worried. When they reject you, move to the next person. So what I want you to do is, for you to be equipped to meet these people effectively, you must remove this element of fear in your life, fear of people. Be very outward in your meeting these people. Now, when you meet them, what do? I want to teach you what you must do when you happen to meet these three groups of people. When you meet them, greet them and find the treat. What I want to say is that when you meet these people, initiate conversations with them. Find out what this person does, what this person is up to, and make mental notes of what comes out of these conversations. Talk about careers and common interests. Generally, they will also ask you what you do. Pick their brains on any issue of common interest. This is what I want you to do when you meet them. Meet them, greet them, and initiate conversations with them. Find out what they do, find out what they are up to or what they are working on currently. Talk about careers and common interests. And also tell them about yourself, what you do, and what you are also up to. Before you leave them, give them your business card and request for theirs. Exchange information with them. So always equip yourself with a business card of some sort. Give out your business card to these people and request for yours, for theirs. So you can see that meeting them, you're going to meet them this time around differently. You're going to talk about certain specific things, and you don't just walk away from them, you give them your business card and make sure you collect theirs. When you meet them, you can also do random acts of kindness or information exchange. For all you know, they are looking for some information. Voluntarily give out information to help them. Give them some assistance. Give them something that they will remember you. Leave, what you have to do is that, especially places where you hang out, don't go there with your phone in hand or your devices in hand and be engrossed on your devices. Just go out there and sit down quietly in the places that you hang out. Don't talk to anyone. Just observe what is going on there. And you'll be surprised somebody will come and talk to you. Or if no one comes, go and initiate conversations with the people around you. You will never know who knows the people in the know. You will never know the kind of information that they have that can assist you in your job search. So please go out and meet people. And when you meet them, initiate conversations with them. Initiate meaningful conversations with them. And volunteer to help them with information. Do information exchange with them. Offer random acts of kindness to these people when you meet them. Make your meeting them a memorable one so that they will remember you. Don't let social media, email, and telephone conversations replace this. The value of high touch is important at this stage. It cannot be replaced by social media, email, or telephone conversations. Go out and meet them face to face and initiate conversations with them. And before you leave them, make sure that the time you leave them, they have something about you that they can remember. The next thing you do is, when you meet them, as I told you, make your meeting them very memorable so that they don't forget about you. Don't ever speak to them about a job when you meet them. People tend to forget when you talk to them about jobs. It's not very memorable when you start showing the acute need for a job. Rather, when you meet them, show interest in whatever they are doing. Offer some information or something that can assist them in whatever they are doing. Be sincere. And make sure by the time you leave them, you leave something behind that they can contact you with or remember you with. I remember one time I was traveling on one of my business trips and I met an old professional colleague at the airport. It's been a while since I met him. When I met him, I approached him, I initiated a conversation with him. I told him what I'm doing currently. He also told me what they are doing, and so on and so forth. And by the time I left, I actually gave my business card to him. 2 months after, he called me for a job opportunity. So that's what I'm talking about. Okay. Now, After making your meeting them memorable, how do you stay on top of their mind? What you have to do is that once you meet them and you make your meeting them very memorable, as I have described, you have to create a relationship with these people when you meet them. And this is where the concept of career tribe comes in. First of all, you need to establish a relationship with them. How do you establish a relationship with these people that you meet? You have to be in constant touch with them. First of all, you must have their details and contacts, and you must be in constant touch with them so that you stay on top of mind. And it doesn't end there. You have to maintain this relationship with these people that you have met and continue staying in touch with them regular and ongoing basis. Share information with them. What I do is I've created social media platforms. I have a WhatsApp platform that I've put all these people that I've met in my life. I call them my career tribe, into a social media platform. And I chat with them every day. I share professional information, news, and opportunities with them on my platform. But in any case, this should not replace the face-to-face meeting. Maintain the relationship that you've established with these people and maintain it forever. Keep talking to them, keep sharing information, keep sending good wishes to them. And you'll be surprised that these people that you have in your career tribe, once any opportunity comes up, you'll be the first person they will remember, and they will give you a call. Now, I mentioned 3 people that you must meet. People you already know, those around you, and people you have heard of but you don't know very well. Meet them in a very memorable manner, in such a way that they will remember meeting you, and stay on top of their minds. In other words, establish a relationship with them when you meet them. And then the last thing is maintain these relationships. Let them hear about you all the time. And you must do this exercise to as many people as possible. This should occupy you in your job search. So instead of going around applying for jobs or responding to job adverts, jobs that are already stale, rather use your time to meet people in a memorable way, establish relationships with them, and maintain those relationships. These people you are meeting that I've asked you to meet, they may know the people in the know. So through your relationship with them, they will give you leads to the people in the know. And once you meet the people in the know, establish relationships with them and maintain those relationships. I started hunting for job internship opportunities amongst the people in the know, my lecturers, bosses, and staff of prospective companies, long before the internship opportunities came up. I started looking for internship whilst I was in the 3rd year, long before I even completed school. And lo and behold, by the time the opportunity came up in the final year, I was right there. I was the first point of call. I was the first person to be actually recruited for internship. Then there was a time when I spoke to some organizations participating in a program that I was part of. And I just had a chat with them at a program. And surprisingly, the person I spoke to gave me a lead to a job opportunity. All along, they had a job opportunity at the stage 1 of the job opening evolution. And they were actually tossing it around within their organization. As soon as I spoke to this boss, I got hired. And then there was a time when I had a lot of CVs with me that I've received from some of my students. And what happened was there were some of the students that were very eager. They stayed in constant touch with me and even visited me at my workplace to talk about internship opportunities. As soon as an opportunity came up, I quickly chose those people who I recollect they come to me regularly, and I sent their CVs and they were hired. I got an internship opportunity for one of my students by speaking to a receptionist of a construction company. She opened up to me about an internship opportunity, and I fixed someone there. And I spoke to a lady about this approach of meeting people and making it memorable and establishing and maintaining relationships. She started doing that, and within a short time, she got a job. So, ladies and gentlemen, this is the approach I want you to adopt. Instead of going around looking for newspaper adverts to respond to, spend your time meeting people. Meet as many people as you can in your daily life. I've mentioned the 3 groups of people you must meet: the people you already know, those around you that you see every day, and the people that you might have heard of but you don't know very well. Look for opportunities to meet them. And when you meet them, initiate conversations with them, meaningful conversations. Talk about yourself and let them also talk about themselves. Find out what they do and make your meeting memorable. Find a way of helping them with whatever they are up to. Volunteer information for these people. That's when they remember you. And then once you have this relationship with these people, stay on top of their minds by maintaining the relationship. Make sure at least once a month you call in or send some information to help them in whatever they are doing. At this stage, I don't want you to talk about jobs. It's about establishing these relationships with the people in the know, or the people who know the people in the know. Thank you very much for listening to me. You can get me on my Facebook page, #GCCJBCC, or you can also visit my YouTube channel, JB Nate, and subscribe to my videos as I continue to assist you look for a job effectively. Thank you very much and have a good evening.